Michelle debuts a shocking new look in Surprise Selfie, and something else she didn't know was showing. Former First Lady Michelle Obama has had a lot of time on her hands now that she's out of the White House, but wishing she was back since she hates who replaced her. Since she doesn't seem to be too tied up with parental duties, considering that she's constantly traveling without her kids, we know what she's been up to now after she's strangely slipped out of the public eye for a period of time. She recently re-emerged by debuting her new look in an exceptionally awkward set of selfies, along with something else that revealed that she didn't know was showing. Since Michelle isn't one to post selfies on social media or anyplace else, it came as quite a surprise when she decided to suddenly do so. Her timing wasn't coincidental, and her look she wanted to show off was only part of her purpose for coming out with these cringe-worthy shots. Egocentric Michelle was sending a clear message to her much classier replacement, which almost immediately blew up in her face. There's truly no comparison between Melania and Michelle, as the two women present themselves on completely different playing fields. Melania is a refreshing sight of poise and respect for her position after Americans endured 8 years of the former embarrassment in the White House and representing the country on the world stage. Michelle can't let the attention go and is constantly seeking it still, rather than just slipping into obscurity, which many patriots wish she would. However, every time she pulls a desperate public stunt, she just humiliates herself with more with each one, and this time takes the cake. The Obamas have spent much of their post-presidential time following the Trumps around in the globe and Washington, D.C., where they purposefully picked to live so they could keep a close eye on everything the pair was up to. The stalking seems to have continued, with Michelle's jealousy on full display in her recent selfies she shared to try to show that she's somehow more attractive than her predecessor. Michelle had a routine in the White House that many people were probably unaware of, which is now being revealed in her post. When I was at the White House, I often hosted boot camp weekends for my close friends, Michelle began to explain in her Instagram post. Even though I'm no longer at the White House, I've continued this tradition and wanted to share some photos. My girlfriends have been there for me through all kinds of life transitions over the years, including a pretty big one recently, she continued. She posted pictures of herself in the act of said boot camp, which look forced and relatively fake, as if she's some fitness guru. One shows off her fixed arms while in a plank. Others show her in leggings with lunging and a myriad of other sweaty workout shots. While it may seem that she's back on her fitness routine and trying to promote activity and a healthy lifestyle after her failed legacy has been destroyed by Trump, that's not what her actual purpose seems to be. Turns out she's no different than her teen daughters in trying to compete with the, quote, popular girl. In this case is Melania, and a story that came out this week about her physique. On the same day, just hours before Michelle's fitness gloat post, Melania was praised for her derriere. By Express UK, Melania Trump has been pictured in a sexy skin-tight blue dress showing off her figure as she stood outside the White House, the news outlet reported. Trump's wife, Melania, was pictured outside the White House on Monday, defying the hot weather in a skin-tight dress. The 47-year-old looked incredible in form-fitting blue frock with her husband dutifully by her side. What a difference. The newspaper also pointed out that all eyes were on Melania's backside as she turned around and entered the building, while Michelle seemed to be clearly envious of her. Her fitness pictures were no coincidence. Nothing this couple does is, and proof of that is that Michelle never posts selfies of this nature. The majority of other posts on Instagram of this nature have been professional pictures taken of her in her role as First Lady. Anyone can post whatever they want, and when you're public figures as big as these two, you have to expect that there's likely to be some backlash from Trump supporters when coincidentally sharing pictures like these. If Michelle wants attention, she's certainly getting it, and these selfies, and can't complain about it since she knows exactly what she's really doing rather than just being herself. Isn't this stunning? What a difference to that. They're already calling her a man, so, you know, like, this only, like, enhances this. It's disturbing to say the least. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.